This is Miss Patterson and Jake, and don't you hate it? Things get caught in your throat. Jake and I are going to actually show you right now how to set up a file for laser cutting. So Jake is actually doing this beside me as we work together, but he's kindly given me his logo. So I am in Illustrator because Illustrator is the software program that our laser cutter speaks to. So this is Jake's logo. And what we're going to do first of all is just zoom in a little bit and check it out. So I'm going a bit closer. Now what I want to do is I need to go to File and I need to go to Document Setup. Whoops, let's go change that. I need to go to File and Color Mode. All right, you'll notice that this file is on CMYK. CMYK is what we use for printing, like magazines, posters, etc. RGB is what we use for screens, like if you're doing something for a website. But strangely, our laser cutter only speaks to RGB. So that's the first thing I need to do is to click on RGB.
Yep.
Next, our laser cutter speaks to two colours. Anything that's black, which is all of this here, will engrave or etch.
Yep.
All right, so it doesn't cut. So in other words, Jake, if I actually had a square like this, okay, and I'm going to just send that to the back, okay. So let's say that this is a piece of, I don't know, this could be a piece of wood, okay, or a piece of glass, piece of coloured acrylic, this square, and this will etch rather than cut. There'll be no cutting, there'll be no holes, all right? Now, if I did that was the case, see how that's still black? I need to make this a red outline, so I need to select it, and I need to go here to my outline, double click on it, and I need to make it red, okay? Go down here, make it as red as possible. Now, not only do I need to make it red, I have to go back again, I need to make it a particular red. I need to make it the RGB perfect red.
Yep.
And the number of that is 255, and it's a 0, and it's a 0. So that's the first thing. That's very, very important that you have your RGB settings on that.
Yep.
Ignore the rest, and we go okay. Next, the laser cutter, not only does it read RGB red, it also will only cut a specific line weight. So I need to go in, I select it. And can you see my weight here, my stroke? Can you see it's on mm? What I want to do now is actually go up to here, go to my preferences, and I hate changing this because I like my stroke on millimetres, but I need to, for the laser cutter, change it to points and go okay. All right, so go back over here now, and what I need to type in here is it needs to be 0.01 PT. All right, and look at this, it's so thin. Can you see how thin that is now?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so now the laser cutter will actually cut that.
Oh, okay.
All right, this here, when it comes to black lines for engraving or etching, doesn't matter the line thickness, it's just cutting.
Okay.
So my next question, Jake, what we could actually do here for you now is that's actually ready to go. For example, I could get you some black mount board. So black mount board is pretty much all white with like a black thin sheet of black paper on top.
Okay.
And that's similar to some of Daniel's work that he's done. So it will actually cut away, and this will be like a black tag, but everything that you see white, so everything that you see black here will come out like white.
Okay.
Or we can look at also cutting. So something simple for cutting. So what we can actually do is we'll just zoom out because we might do a couple of them for you today after you've done your pitch. Is we're going to put this up to here. So there's one example. The next thing I'm going to do now is go copy and paste, and let's set this one up as well. So we'll zoom in. And for the moment now, I'm actually going to get rid of this red outline. Jake, if I was looking at this, and if let's say this was a circle disc, we put this, you know, you had a circular disc because maybe it's going to be on a key ring or something. If that was the case, would you like to have all this cut out as whole, like what's black is sort of cut out? So I'll rephrase, sorry mate, let me go. So I could actually take this and I'm going to ungroup it. I can take this now. I'm going to get rid of the fill. Cool. See the black? Change that to RGB. But what has it got to be? Do you remember? 255.
25500.
Okay. Next, line thickness. What has it got to be?
1 point.
It's got to be 0.01. Well done. Look how fine that is.
Oh, yeah.
It's sick, isn't it?
Yeah.
But that's now going to cut. Now I'm going to grab these little doodahs here as well, and I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to use my eyedropper. Ta-da! And now this dude here, same thing. Use my eyedropper. Ta-da. I'll stop saying that, don't I? All right, this little doodah here. Eyedropper. Ta-da. And wonder what I can do here with this. And what is this actually going to look like? All right, so it's going to be... So here, you can actually see, if I zoom in now, this is something you're going to have to think about.
Yeah.
All right, what's going to happen here?
Yeah.
So you can actually see that this will cut, that line there will all cut, but we've got something here you need to think about.
Yeah.
And something here you need to think about. All right, now in regards to the text, I'm going to select it, and I wonder if we can go this way. Yes, and I'm just going to see if I can do this as well. And fantastic. So Jake, I'm just going to zoom out for a sec.
Yeah.
And what I'm going to do now, matey, is I'm going to draw a perfect circle. Hold down my shift key, or a perfect ellipse. Like so. And place that there. Now you can fiddle with that. I know it's very hard to see, isn't it?
Yeah.
But can you see it enough?
Yeah.
So this could actually be quite lovely. So this could actually be a solid disc. So in other words, what will happen is the laser cutter will cut this circular shape, but will also cut all these things out of it.
Okay.
And all you've got to resolve here is, do we want the seeds back on? If we do, how can we do that?
Yep.
And I've got a few tricks up my sleeve, and also resolving the froth here. Everything else would be ready to go.
Yep.
So we might leave this tutorial here because that's enough to show everybody else.
Yep.
And you and I will come back and we're going to figure out how you can fix up this and put the seeds on.
Okay.
That's how I do my